KGF. What is the real story behind the legend of KGF? KGF, Kolar Gold Fields, was completely electrified in 1902. While few parts in the country till date don't have electricity. Such was the value behind KGF, the world's second deepest gold mine. The Britishers believed that for every 120 pounds or 56 kilograms of earth, using the villagers' crude methods, a grain of gold could be extracted. They knew what could be done with the hands of professionals. The land could open up large gold reserves. A syndicate with several other army officers was formed. It was called the Kolar Concessionaires Company Limited. This company took over the mining operations. The British planned Asia's second and India's first power plant in Kolar. In 1900, Central Electric Company from New York established the power plant. Its length was 148 km of transmission lines, which was the longest in the world. Soon, the candles and kerosene lamps in KGF were replaced by bulbs, even before Bangalore or Mysore electrified. While in 2019, several parts of the state still experienced power cuts, but by 1902, KGF had uninterrupted power supply. In the core of the town were the families of British and Indian engineers, geologists, and mine supervisors. They lived a grand colonial lifestyle, completed with a golf course, tennis court, a club with dance halls and bars, cottages and bungalows, with gardens and quarters for the employees, churches, and chapels. For British engineers and others across the globe, Kolar was known as Little England. But this was in sharp contrast to coolie lines, the name given to the makeshift homes occupied by miners, a majority of whom were Tamil migrants. Life was hard on the other side, with more than one family often occupying one such shed. It was famous for its rat invasion, where workers killed over 50,000 rats a year. Workspaces were no different. Despite the constant supply of dehumidified air into the underground tunnels, temperatures in the tunnels shot up to 55 degrees Celsius and accidents were commonplace. So at once the place had two names, Little England and the hell next door. But as the gold reserves in KGF began to reduce, outsiders began to leave Kolar. However, key positions were still held by the English until independence. The mines that produced 95% of India's gold output were nationalized to keep them from shutting down. However, in 2001, despite massive protests, Kolar gold fields were shut down. The abandoned underground tunnels, once pathways of gold, are now flooded with groundwater. Despite government plans and multiple court orders, the resurrection of the KGF seems far-fetched. The Kolar gold mines, which were nationalized in 1956, and provided over 900 tons of gold in total. There were several problems regarding lack of food, water and shelter, so the production was too small compared to the investments made. The two main townships which came up subsequently in KGF were Robertson Pit and Anderson Pit, which were named after two British officers in the mines. The ruins of these structures and some memorabilia continue to exist. Who would have thought once a land of gold would now just be a lost la-la land?
Share chat.